Hey, come chop it up with E.
What up, E?
I'm out here with
What
today.
up, Malan?
Yo, what up, y'all? Chilling.
We just chilling. I having a, good day so far.
Yeah, chill little day so far.
Normal
so
snowy
far.
Tuesday.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A little too just snowing outside.
Yep, I feel you.
How this shit go?
What you mean? Just keep it right there, yeah.
I mean, I can talk loud enough.
Yeah, he can talk loud enough. That's so straight. So
Talk. Is it picking up? Yeah, it's picking
third
up.
episode,
Okay, bet.
me and my boys.
Had to come out here for one time.
My name's Steph3x.
Stephon, my boy,
My name Malan.
Malan. And today we just gonna be, chatting it up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I really trust in these two. You know what I'm saying? They really have a lot to say sometimes. I was like, you know what? Let's put me on the podcast. All right, so I got some questions for y'all.
What's up?
I got some questions for y'all. What do you think success is? What do you think success is? In your opinion.
I'm gonna let Malan have that answer
All right,
right
Malan.
now.
So basically, all right, when I think of success, first I need people to think about, like, what are your goals, right? Because success is going to be different for every person. You see what I'm saying? Success depends on if you think you personally accomplished your goal or not. And then it depends on if your goals are even accomplishable. You know? That's why I think a lot of people need to do, like, the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and 5 year plan. You see
What's
what I'm
that?
saying?
Like,
Because it's just the way I found that's easier to map out your goals. You know, because you can't just put right out on one goal sheet that you want to get all A's, and then you can't put a few things down that you want to
yeah,
have
Yeah, I feel
$5,000.
you can't put on the goal sheet that you want to get all A's, but don't know how to get all A's.
Exactly. You gotta put what you want to do.
You got to plan.
Plan it out.
You have to have things that are manageable to achieve, and then you have to make sure you are allowing yourself enough time to achieve those things. You see what I'm saying? So when I think about success, I think that it's like, were you able to complete your goal in a timely manner? And did you complete it to your own expectation? You see what I'm saying?
All right, Stephon, what do you think?
I completely agree. Like, you can set a goal of getting $1 million, but it's about how are you going to get to that $1 million? What are you going to do? What are you going to do to achieve that $1 million?
Okay.
Yeah, so for example, one of my goals right now is to stay consistent with my schoolwork because I've been falling back on my schoolwork. I've been like low-key been.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
It ain't been all the way up. So my goal is to stay more consistent. So with that being said, how would I be able to stay consistent? I have to be mindful of my actions and what I'm doing. Because I notice myself when I'm in school, I'm not really all the way paid attention. I need to pay attention more. Also, I notice myself, I always get distracted by my phone, social media, TikTok, Instagram. We're going to talk about that later.
We're gonna talk about that later. You all say, I already got
We're gonna talk about
I'm
that
already
later.
knowing,
But yeah, I just gotta be mindful of my actions is what I'm doing in that moment. So in order to be consistent with my work, I have to get my work done.
You gotta put it out. Put it in your calendar. Put it in your agenda. You know what I'm saying?
And you have to be mindful of what you're doing. You want to get
Time
good
management.
grade, time management. Yeah,
It's a
that's
big
what
one,
I'm
time
thinking.
management.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's some real talk. Real talk from over.
I want your thoughts on this too.
Oh, my thoughts on it
Yeah.
too?
What do you think success is, Ethan?
What I think success is, what I think success is basically what you were saying. I agree with Milan heavily. Like, it depends on you planning your goals. One of my goals is being able to have enough money to care for somebody else. What I think success is, I want to be able to take care take care of myself and take care of other people. You know what I'm saying? Because I have all this. If I, you know what I'm saying, get all this money, right? Through, you know what I'm saying, engineering. I want to be a great engineer, right? If I get all this money from that, right? And it's just me, you know what I'm saying, in a mansion by myself. I want to do that. Be all lonely
You know,
every day.
yeah.
But that's why I want to take care of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Take care of a family. That's what I think sex is. Having a family, having a good amount of money to thrive, not survive. Because people out here live by paycheck.
Absolutely.
Live by paycheck by paycheck. So that's not a way of living for real.
Okay, then, Ethan, how would you suggest those people who are living paycheck to paycheck? Like, how do you think they should work around that?
Work around that.
Even not just adults, even kids per se.
Let me
Because
answer
kids
that
with
first.
their personal expenses, sometimes they even just they like to ball out as soon as they get
Yeah,
paid,
that is
and
true.
then now they're broke for those next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now they can't go to Wilbur or anything like that. So how would you suggest they
Wilbur.
work around that?
Wilbur.
The vending machine, man.
Absolutely.
The snacks.
The snacks.
But yeah, though, before I lost my thought, I want to speak on this.
Go ahead.
Sometimes it depends on who you are. If you feel comfortable with living paycheck to paycheck, that's okay. If you're comfortable with it. Me personally, I want to be rich. I want to live paycheck to paycheck.
Not
Paycheck to
rich.
paycheck.
Wealthy.
Wealthy, not rich. Wealthy. Wealthy in mind,
Mind.
soul,
Hey.
finances,
Finances.
spiritually.
For real.
Okay, so Ethan, to the listeners who don't know, what's the difference between wealth and
So-
rich is? Could you please explain?
Being rich is like having like tons of money. It's like, say for example, Mr. Beast, right?
Okay.
Mr. B has tons of money. He buying $1 million islands, right? But you got someone say like Mark's dad, right? Has a great business, family-owned business. That's being wealthy. He has a good source of money coming in,
And
but he's not rich.
wealthy.
He's wealthy because he knows how to work it with his money. Because he has money that he can save, money that he can use. Wealthy is being smart with your money. Yeah, rich is like, oh, I got all this money, oh, you just ball out with it. You know what I'm saying?
So I want y'all to answer this question. What causes rich people to go broke? For example, rappers. You always see in the headlines rappers going broke. For example, MC Hammer. What causes people to go broke?
Because they balling out.
There's a lot of reasons people can go broke, from like bad investments, poor money management, and a lot of different things like that. But a lot of times what get these rappers caught up is they don't actually know how their money is moving per se. So we see them with their play cash and the money that they're carrying around, and that is the money that they're spending. They're not looking into their bank accounts, or they're not looking into what their investors and bankers are doing. So it's like if you don't check on things like that, you get behind with certain things that you're supposed to pay, like property taxes on the property that you own, and taxes to your state and federal government. So then that causes them to have to go file for bankruptcy unless they want to go to jail. So a lot of times what they do is they file for bankruptcy and they just rather lose all their money than serve their time in jail.
Yeah.
That's real because they don't really manage their money for real. Buying all these
Yeah,
chains,
they really just thinking, oh, I got money, I can do anything.
do anything. Buying all these houses.
And that's not the case, because you can lose it at any time. Mike Tyson, MC Hammer, all these different type of celebrities.
These actors, some like, especially the actors. Well, actually, no, actors, they know how to manage their money because you know they got the.
I mean, not
managers.
all actors.
Not all of them, but most of them, a lot of them. They learn from their mistakes. Some people don't learn from their mistakes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this show, Boondocks.
Boom.
We all
We all know
know
about
about
We all know about the Boondocks. Who y'all think I'm talking about?
Who could you?
Who could you
Okay,
be
Bro,
talking
y'all,
Granddad.
I ain't talking about Granddad.
Who you talking about this?
I'm talking about Thug Magnificent.
Oh,
Thug
I'm talking
Magnificent.
about
Thug
Thug
Magnificent.
Magnificent.
for sure.
That one
But
episode.
Granddad had a greater story, but we'll let you get into that.
Yeah.
No, what was Granddad's story?
You know, Granddad, he thought he made it because he had that huge settlement. See, that's another lot of common things with our black community. When people get these settlements, they think that that money is permanent and forever, when a lot of the times it's not. So what he did was he moved his family out to the suburbs, got them a nice big house. But what he didn't do is he rented that house. So therefore, that house is still under somebody else's property. That is still their property. You're paying them to live in their property. You see what I'm saying? So that house technically wasn't his. So when he was unable to stop paying for that house, right? If he wanted to stay there. In the show, they had him doing a lot of odds and ends to allow him to keep his house, but it's the same thing because that still happens in a lot of black places where people think, okay, I got in this little accident, I have, let's say, $50,000, I'm renting me a nice condo, got a new car, but what they're also not thinking about is the payments on these
Yeah,
things and
still gotta manage it.
how they have to keep up with it and stuff like
Really
that.
gotta manage your money.
So it really comes to how you manage yourself and how you manage your money.
Yeah, because my granddad, a lot of properties, right? A lot of probably getting money from the properties, but he knows how to save his money. He's not living, so he could be living like some of these celebrities, but like he lives in a nice home, has a nice home, a lot of money coming in. So like, yeah, that's being wealthy.
Yeah.
Go back to that. That's being wealthy. Time managing your money. I call him cheap, but that's a smart move. You know what I'm saying? Anything to say about that?
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Checkmate the game.
So yeah.
And we got my guy, Bryson Sign.
B.O.B. My baby.
Hi guys. My bad, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you good, you good. But I got another question for y'all. So I know you guys have a lot of things going on in life, but what do y'all want to do when y'all grow up? What do you want to do? Be
I don't really like answering that question because I don't know.
if you have an idea right now.
I honestly don't because I know me, I'm a very optimistic person. One day I might feel like I want to be an engineer, and the next day I might feel like I want to be a doctor. I don't know. I'm really going whatever life takes me. I just want to be. I want to be peace,
You're gonna be peace.
but that's not something you. That's not something you chase after. You
Yeah.
already have the peace within you. You feel me? You already got the peace within you. So I just want to live.
Just go.
I want to give back. I want to give back to the community. Just because right now my purpose of living is to be at peace with myself, to love, to give back, and just be a light.
Okay, that's real. Cause I know right now you're doing a lot of things right
Yeah,
now.
a lot of things.
A lot of things right now that you're trying to work on. So yeah, all right. Lon, anything to say?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny, but I'm personally the total opposite of Stefan here. You know, I know exactly what and where I want to end up in my life, and I know exactly the road that I want to take to get there. So me personally, I want to go to law school right after college, of course, and then I want to study to become an attorney. So I can help those people who don't have a voice for themselves and often get tripped up by big words, because a lot of people, they get played and conned into things that they don't understand simply because they don't have any help to understand them. So I want to make sure I'm that person in my community to where I am able to help
Yeah,
them.
we lucky kind
So
of
they
similar,
can
bro.
understand.
Yeah, low key kind of similar,
Yeah.
but he has that right. He sees the rest. He sees the vision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, my path is painted.
yeah.
I'm just walking on it.
My
Just walking
path,
on it.
my path is in painting.
It's just you're
It's
just
in progress.
your world is spreading out for you. You have a lot of options. For me, similar to both y'all, you know what I'm saying? This podcast right now, that's something I want to do as well. But main thing is engineering. I know some of the schools I want to go to, some of the schools I want to do.
What school you want to go to?
Either Georgia Tech or Michigan University. But I do kind of want to leave Michigan. Been here all my life, but yeah, I think my path right now is painting, but also I can go into other things. It's not just one set thing. So I can go into my podcast. I can go into like baseball. Start working out on baseball. So I have many, you know what I'm saying, different paths. Music. I get back into my trumpet.
And so,
Right? So
Ethan, let me ask you a question. You do have a rich family background in education.
I
You
do.
know, mom, long-term principal, dad, long-term teacher, uncle, long-term professor. Would you ever consider also going into the education profession?
Maybe I'll get my teacher's certificate as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
That's a plan. Because, Joe, our boss,
Yeah.
was like, you should be a teacher. I was like, maybe. And my mom was like, you should get your teacher certificate for backup. So I was like, maybe I'll think about it. But it's a thought.
It's a thought.
It's a thought. But if what subject I would teach?
What would you teach, bro? Would you teach math, bro? I mean, math.
I want to teach math. It'll either be science, like chemical science, or history. I find joy in history. I find interest in history. So yeah, that's one thing I want to do.
I like history.
Yeah, history. Hey, people say history is not important, but like I feel like history is important. It can teach you many things. Teach you many things.
Different philosophies on like certain people have.
Yeah.
Currently, who we learning about right now? What we learning about right
We
now?
learning about we're in a part where slavery is becoming an issue, and where the slaves are trying to escape. They have hope, right? They have hope to escaping, but the government is like, I ain't going nowhere by slavery. But there'll come a time where Abraham Lincoln comes around, does a proclamation, slaves are free, but there's still prejudice after that. So yeah, we still dealing with that today.
Hey, low key, bro. What's your views on that, bro? How do we deal with it today? Like, what's the connection with slavery and today's society?
Today's society.
African American people.
So not to sound all matrixy or not, but matrixy. You know what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
wait. Good.
See, but why can't we have
Continue.
like Jehovah?
What you got going on, man? But yeah, I think that's for when it comes to African Americans, I feel like we're still got a fear of.
You think that goes back to slavery?
Yeah, I think so, because it's just always been a
Trauma passed down.
animosity with white people. Because my parents, they prejudice against white people because what they did back in the day.
You say your parents against white people?
Nah, they're not against. It's a difference.
What you explain? Elaborate.
I'm gonna elaborate. So, say for like stereotypes, they still have that feeling towards white people, like maybe I should be careful with them, but they'll still like be cool with them, right? Cause
I'm cool
Man,
with you. I just gotta be careful around
yeah,
you, bro.
we still got white friends.
Right.
Like we still in the suburbs. Like, come on, we gotta be. You know what I'm saying? We in the suburbs, so we gotta. You know what I'm saying? We had white neighbors making brisket for us. Had white neighbors making cookies for us. So we was
How
like,
that brisket be, bro?
yeah, that brisket was great. Like, I was some of the best
When you
brisket
had,
I made.
you got some today?
When I first moved in, when my neighbor was there, he made some brisket. Yeah, about some brand new brisket. I was like, okay, it's nice here, but
Bro, wait, they welcome you all with some brisket?
yes, with some brisket, bro. With some brisket.
What?
They welcome us with brisket.
That's some movie stuff.
Exactly, and then
More like TikTok.
and then
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah, and then the neighbors, other neighbors, right? They brought us cookies, but that brought us cookies this year because they just moved in. She's like, oh, my daughter made these cookies from her bakery job. I was like, oh, I was only eating the cookies. They didn't want to eat the cookies. So yeah, but yeah, it's like I still got that feeling towards white people. Me personally, I love my white people. Me personally, I love I love what I'm saying. I love all people. I love all people. But it's just that feeling towards, you know what I'm saying, anything happen. Because, say for example, a white woman accuses you of doing something. Where are they going to take you? Yours or hers?
Honestly, I don't know that answer, but based off of history,
And past
Take
past
hers.
experiences, they would take hers.
Take hers.
Absolutely.
I think Malan had anything to say about that?
I personally do believe that white people still have a major impact on the black community, which significantly stemmed from slavery. Because of the methods and the practices that they did, that type of trauma and and those thoughts are taught down from generation to generation. So just like black kids are taught to avoid white people from their parents and grandparents who were slaves, those white kids are also taught, you can't hit them anymore. But we don't like
That's
African Americans, because they had what we he did for them, and they left us, you know.
Yeah.
So it's all about opinion and perception. Because if you go ask a black family that has deep roots in the South, they're gonna say that we were brought here against our will and forced to work, you know. But if you go ask a white family who has deep roots in the South, they're probably gonna say, well, we bought workers, but they left our land untamed, and we lost everything. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like it comes from a point where they thought that what they were doing was okay, you know. So not only were they brainwashing African Americans into getting tortured and beat and doing all this work, they were also being brainwashed to think this is what you have to do for your country, for your family, for your land, to protect your freedoms. You know what I'm saying? And then that comes all the way back down to through today, because teachings are taught from generation to generation, and though they may not be as harsh, it might be a simple prejudice against white people, like they might try to harm me, or they might try to throw me under the bus in front of the police. You have to be conscious of everything. So I just try to approach everybody with an open mind and an open heart until that person proves otherwise.
Yeah, that's how the world works for real. You gotta with an open heart, like Malan said.
I completely agree with that statement.
I agree.
That's probably a bad.
Like,
Why don't we like each other?
I don't know. It's just
Because hate is taught.
hate is taught.
It's not.
But if you have the right parents teach you love, right? You will have that open heart. And until that person shows you that they don't deserve that love from you, you cut them off. Mad influence, right? Like I was saying, my uncle had a story. He was driving, right? Driving, he drove past a white woman in the ditch. The car just got hit, white woman in the ditch, right? So he didn't want to seem like he was the one that hit her.
Absolutely.
But the white woman was like, "Did you hit me?" He pulled up his ass if she was okay. So he drove off. He told her no, and he drove off to the gas station to call 911 because his phone was dead, so he couldn't record nothing. Just kind of put him in that situation, so he had to go to the gas station and get people to know, right? So called 911. He went back to the ditch to see if she was okay. Police came. He stayed in the car, worrying that the white woman was gonna blame him for hitting her car and then like driving off. And so he was like, I went to the gas station, called 911, had him call 911, so he had witnesses. So I feel like that fear from like past, you know what I'm saying? Because he was born in like late 1960s, right? So he was for sure going through that time where it was like a lot of prejudice against white people. So he was really worried about that now, because it's still going on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? A woman could just say you did something, take your side. That's just how the, you know what I'm saying, the world works.
That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Exactly. Like they don't take your, even if you say something like you didn't do it or anything, they'll still believe her. Like, my parents, I'm always walking, right? Because I don't gotta do nothing. I'm always walking. Right, I'm gonna be riding my bike around these nice mansions. So my parents weren't worried about that. I'm gonna get the police called them, and I'm gonna have no way of defending myself. Right?
An example of this is Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
He was accused of doing mischief things. He wasn't doing nothing but eating his Skittles and drinking in Arizona. And got shot.
They thought he was suspect, or, you know what I'm saying? He thought, what's the word? He looked suspicious. They thought he looked suspicious. We can't wear a hoodie no more. When we walk in, can't wear hoodies no more at night. We can't wear no do-rags no more. But look, like we doing something. We can't wear no ski masks no more. Like we're gonna be doing something. So our culture, we can't, you know what I'm saying, wearing hoodies. That's just being forced. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to wear our hoodies and not be, you know what I'm saying, at the risk of getting shot. So that's just my opinion. But I don't want to leave off on a negative note.
Absolutely.
I want to leave on that. So, man, what else is it? What do you think about gaming? Like, I don't think gaming is a good thing or not.
It'd be cool, bro. It's
As
cool.
long as you're not self-consumed in it.
Yeah, I feel that. Cause right now I don't got my game. And I'm like, I could go without my game, but it's like it's like one thing I do. I like to do. Cause I'm very interested in games. I feel like I have a wide variety of games I play.
What's your favorite game, bro?
My favorite game gotta be Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
Yeah, cause it brings my creative. Cause I can make any build. It'll be fun. It'll be viable in the game.
Yeah.
Right? And so I could just, say, troll in the game. It's fun. So the game is just fun. It's something I like to do. You know what I'm saying? What's like, any thoughts?
I play a few games, but I don't really do them. I don't play games like that simply because I don't think I found the personal game that's just absolutely for me to where I can play it 24/7 as my outlet. So right now, actually, what I do is whenever I find me a little bit of free time and I have a little spare cash, I like to go get me a Lego set. And I like to work on that Lego set for 1 to 2 days
Tap in with
to
that inner
occupy my
child.
time.
In the childhood.
Yeah, just do things that you personally find yourself are entertaining. You know.
And like people say like, oh, you playing with Legos. Man, there's a difference from playing with Legos and building Legos. You can build a Lego as like a
Feel
form,
accomplished.
feel accomplished. But if you're playing with Legos, that's something different. Cause you know, back in the day, if you play with Legos, have a whole like storyline for the Legos, right? But nowadays, it's like people blame me for, you know what I'm saying, building Legos. Like, come on now, that's a little bit of Legos. All right, we'll wrap up this episode here. Good little chat with y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having me as always.
All right, well, hope to see you again on the podcast.
Absolutely.
We'll end off here. All right,
Hey, come chop it over, eat.
come chop it up with me.
I'm chopping it up with E-Man.
Come chop with